Your living space is a mirror reflecting your destiny. Everything you keep in your home, whether it's a decoration or an old forgotten item, carries energy. The question is that energy helping you attract prosperity, or silently pushing opportunities away? Have you ever felt like you're living in a well-equipped, comfortable home, yet wealth never seems to stay? You work hard, you plan carefully, but money flows out faster than it comes in. Opportunities appear, only to slip through your fingers, as if something invisible is holding you back. The truth is, those small, seemingly harmless items around your home might be the hidden culprits quietly disrupting your flow of abundance, directly affecting the prosperity and peace of your household. It's no coincidence that in Feng Shui, every object and every placement carries a specific energetic frequency, and if placed incorrectly, that energy becomes a blockage rather than a source of support. The good news? You can absolutely shift that energy, starting today, with a few simple but powerful adjustments. When your living space is energetically clear and properly balanced, you'll begin to feel lighter, more refreshed. Opportunities start to show up. Relationships become more harmonious. And you'll realize one essential truth: abundance and peace don't come from the outside, they begin right inside your home. In this video, I'll show you everyday items, some of which may be in your home right now, that could be quietly disrupting your prosperity. Watch all the way to the end, because even the smallest detail can trigger a powerful shift once you become aware of it. Transformation begins with awareness, and today, you're already on the right path. In Feng Shui, mirrors are unique objects. They have the power to amplify positive energy, but they can also reflect and double negative energy if used incorrectly. That's why some homes, though beautifully designed and tidy, still feel cold, empty, and lifeless. The issue often isn't the furniture, it's how the energy flows. And more often than not, mirrors are the silent disruptors of that flow. Think for a moment, do you have any cracked or chipped mirrors at home? Maybe an old mirror that's foggy or tarnished, but you've kept it out of habit or sentimentality, thinking, it still works. Mirrors like these don't just dull your space, they absorb and hold stagnant energy. What Feng Shui calls yin energy. Every time you unconsciously catch a glimpse of your reflection in a broken mirror, your mind is absorbing a distorted version of yourself, a fractured image. Over time, this impacts your mood, your confidence, and even your ability to fully receive abundance. Because when your self-image becomes fragmented, how can you attract wholeness? Equally important is where the mirror is placed. A mirror directly facing your front door, a surprisingly common mistake, can bounce all incoming positive energy right back out. In Feng Shui, the front door is considered the mouth of Qi, the entry point for all good energy, luck, and wealth. A mirror placed there is essentially rejecting those blessings, preventing them from staying in your home. This could explain why some families experience constant financial instability, no matter how hard they work. If you have mirrors like this in your home, consider replacing or repositioning them immediately. A clear, intact mirror placed in the right spot, like a hallway with natural light, can actually strengthen yang energy, promoting flow, clarity, and abundance. Don't underestimate the impact of a single mirror. It can silently influence the entire energetic landscape of your home, for better or for worse, depending on your awareness and intention. In today's fast-paced world, clocks have become a standard item in nearly every home, not only to tell time but also as a decorative element. Yet few people realize that in Feng Shui, clocks carry deep symbolic meaning connected to the flow of time, destiny, and wealth. When a clock stops working, it's not just the passage of time that halts, the energetic flow within your home becomes stagnant and sluggish. Take a moment to notice, do you have any clocks in your house that haven't worked for a while? Maybe it's an old gift, a keepsake you couldn't part with, Or perhaps you simply forgot to replace the battery. What you might not realize is that the very moment the clock hands stop ticking, the flow of abundance in your life may start slowing down too. In Feng Shui, clocks represent movement, a symbol of forward motion and progress. A stopped clock is like a home stuck in an old energetic loop, unable to receive fresh opportunities. Even clocks that show the wrong time can have similar effects. They create a disconnect between reality and perception, often leading to feelings of confusion, forgetfulness, delays, and disorganization. Over time, this can weigh on your mental and emotional well-being, making you feel anxious, out of control, and more prone to missing important chances. Feng Shui also advises against having too many clocks in the home or placing one directly across from your bed, as it can create a subtle but constant pressure, as if time is always chasing you, preventing you from fully relaxing. Fortunately, the solution is simple, though often overlooked. Fix or remove any broken clocks right away. Make sure all clocks in your home are working accurately, and place them in visible but non-stressful areas like the living room, kitchen, or hallway. When time flows in harmony, so too will health, clarity, and prosperity, often arriving just when you need it most. In Feng Shui, plants aren't just decorative pieces, they act as energy conductors, channeling the life force of nature into your living space. A thriving green plant brings vitality, good luck, and prosperity. On the flip side, a plant that's withering, dropping leaves, yellowing, or already dead but still sitting in your home signals blocked and stale energy, and can directly affect your financial flow. Many people keep plants indoors out of habit or aesthetics, forgetting that every wilted leaf and dried branch represents fading life energy, especially when these plants are placed in key areas like near the front door, on your desk, or in the living room. Known in Feng Shui as energy hotspots, they can drain prosperity from your space. In Feng Shui philosophy, a dead plant equals stopped energy flow, much like how your income or opportunities might be unexpectedly delayed or disrupted. Likewise, artificial flowers, even the beautiful ones, if left untouched and dusty for too long, begin to absorb yin, negative, energy. They lack the vibrant life force of real plants and, when overused, especially in bedrooms or living areas, can make the atmosphere unnaturally still. It may look calm on the surface, but what you're really creating is a stagnant, low vibrational space. Take a moment today to walk through your home and observe every plant and flower arrangement. Get rid of any that are clearly dead or decaying, cut off dry leaves, clean up fallen petals. Replace them with plants that carry strong positive energy, such as jade plant, money tree, or lucky bamboo, especially near entryways, workspaces, or Feng Shui wealth areas. If you still love faux flowers, keep them clean and place them in well-lit areas where they don't dominate the space. Caring for your plants is another way of nurturing the energy of your home, and by doing so, you're making space for abundance to enter naturally and gracefully. The kitchen, in Feng Shui, is where the fire resides, symbolizing nourishment, wealth, and the source of energy that sustains the entire family. That's why any disruption to this area's energetic flow can directly impact your household's prosperity and harmony. One of the most overlooked yet powerful disruptors? Visible knives and sharp tools left out in the open, hung on walls, or scattered without proper storage. Knives, scissors, and other sharp objects fall under the metal element. They carry cutting energy and a strong form of Shui, negative energy. When these tools are displayed openly or used as decor, without being properly concealed in drawers or protective holders, they don't just affect the aesthetics, they introduce a sense of sharpness, anxiety, and unspoken tension. According to Feng Shui principles, this kind of energy can silently cut relationships in the home, triggering arguments, misunderstandings, and even emotional distance between family members. More than just relationships. Visible knives can also symbolically cut off financial flow and opportunity. You might notice that work becomes unstable, plans fall through, or money seems to vanish without explanation. These effects often don't show up dramatically, they build gradually and subtly, making them harder to detect but just as impactful. To counter this, you don't need to get rid of your kitchen tools, you just need to store them mindfully. Keep all knives and sharp tools in enclosed drawers, preferably in wooden blocks or containers with lids. Avoid hanging them on the wall or leaving them out on countertops. To further support balanced energy in the kitchen, bring in the wood and earth elements, use wooden cutting boards, tablecloths in warm tones, like yellow or beige, or even place a small plant nearby, as long as it doesn't interfere with cooking tasks. This one simple change can create a noticeable shift. The kitchen becomes warmer, meal times more pleasant, and, most importantly, your household energy is no longer being unknowingly cut off by cluttered sharpness. Some decorative items are chosen for their beauty or artistic value, but unknowingly bring in heavy, stagnant energy that affects both the emotional atmosphere and financial flow of a home. One of the most common examples is artwork that depicts sadness, loneliness, or imagery with dark, lifeless tones. People often don't realize that the artwork hanging on their walls is not just a design feature, it also acts as a powerful transmitter of energy. When you walk into a room and see a painting of a solitary figure in an empty field, or a cold, desolate sunset over a forest, it may seem beautiful at first glance, but it often leaves a subtle feeling of emptiness or unease. That emotional undercurrent is a sign of negative energy being quietly released into the space. Likewise, excessive use of dark-colored decorations, such as deep grays, navy blues, or maroon, can make a room feel heavy and emotionally weighed down. In Feng Shui, color is a powerful medium that directly affects emotional well-being and energy flow. Overuse of dark tones, without any balance or contrast, suppresses vitality and restricts the movement of wealth energy within the home. That doesn't mean you have to remove all muted tones or deeply emotional artwork. It's all about balance. Ideally, wall art should carry positive themes that symbolize growth and prosperity, like a sailboat riding the wind, a vibrant natural landscape, blooming peonies, or warm family moments. The color scheme in your home should also blend harmoniously, with lighter tones strategically placed to stimulate yang energy and promote flow. If you find that your living room, a central space for energy and prosperity, is adorned with gloomy, melancholic artwork, take it as a gentle reminder that you may be unconsciously signaling to the world that joy and abundance are unwelcome. Don't let art become a barrier to success. Let each object in your home speak a message of optimism and forward movement, and soon your life will begin to mirror that energy. Most people don't realize that light in the home is more than just a functional feature, it plays a vital role in how energy circulates throughout a space. Light is the breath of the home. When a house is too dim, lacking natural sunlight or filled with cold, weak artificial lighting, it becomes difficult for positive chi to move freely. This restricts prosperity from entering and leaves those living there feeling tired, unmotivated, and mentally foggy, without understanding why. Some homes may have been designed with great natural flow, but over time, thick curtains, bulky furniture, or a simple habit of keeping the windows shut can block out essential light. In Feng Shui, natural sunlight represents yang energy, a critical element for activating clarity, wealth, and vitality. Without it, energy flow slows, moods drop, goals stagnate, and overall life force begins to dull. Artificial lighting can help, but it can't replace what nature provides. Harsh white or bluish light often creates a sense of emotional coldness or detachment, especially at night. In contrast, warm, Golden lighting in shared spaces like the living room or dining area creates emotional warmth, comfort, and harmony, helping to anchor and retain positive energy. If your space feels dim or closed off, start with simple steps. Open the curtains in the morning to welcome soft sunlight. Clean the windows so natural light can pass through more easily. Use small lamps with warm bulbs in darker corners. Add reflective elements like crystals or mirrors to help bounce light throughout the room. Consider placing a green plant nearby to enhance vibrancy. A well-lit home feels more alive and open, and it acts as an energetic invitation for luck, clarity, and opportunity to flow in. It's common for many households to accumulate old items with the thought, maybe I'll need this someday. Over time, these items pile up, stuffed in drawers, closets, under beds, or hidden in storage. From a Feng Shui perspective, this isn't just clutter, it's a physical manifestation of blocked energy. Every item you hold onto carries a bit of the past, memories, emotions, or attachments. When you cling to too many unused belongings, you're essentially surrounding yourself with outdated energy, things that no longer align with who you are now. This creates a heavy atmosphere that resists change and prevents fresh, prosperous energy from entering your life. It's no wonder that people living in overly cluttered spaces often feel stuck, uninspired, or overwhelmed, without understanding where those feelings are coming from. Feng Shui teaches us that in order to welcome new opportunities and abundance, we must first make space for them. A home packed to the brim is like a cup that's already full, it has no room for anything more. Excessive clutter blocks the flow of qi, making it difficult for wealth, inspiration, and peace to move freely. Start small, go through a drawer, a section of your closet, or a shelf in the kitchen. Ask yourself, when was the last time I used this? Or does this still serve me in my life right now? If the answer is no, consider donating, selling, or throwing it away. By letting go of what no longer serves you, you're sending a powerful signal to the universe that you're ready to receive something new. Clear space creates clear minds. You'll find yourself thinking more creatively, feeling lighter, and noticing that good things, both material and emotional, start arriving more easily and naturally, without resistance. Modern life keeps us busy with countless things, work, family, finances, and all the invisible pressures we can't quite put into words. In the middle of that daily grind, we rarely stop to observe what our living space, the very place we return to every day, is truly reflecting. Your home is not just a shelter, it's a powerful mirror of your inner world, your mindset, your beliefs, and even your destiny. Once you begin to understand that every single object in your home carries energy, either positive or negative, you'll start to see everything around you through a new lens. A cracked mirror is no longer just a damaged item, it becomes a symbol of emotional or spiritual fractures that need healing. A stopped clock isn't just a dead battery, it might be signaling that something in your life has come to a standstill. A wilting plant, a dark neglected corner, a dusty old item sitting forgotten, all of these are quiet but persistent signs that the energy in your home is out of balance. The beautiful thing is, you have the power to change that. And you don't need to make huge, expensive renovations or grand transformations. All it takes is awareness. Start by looking at your home with fresh eyes, not to judge or criticize, but to observe and realign. Let go of what no longer serves you. Refresh what has become stagnant. Reorganize the things that are out of place. When you act with mindfulness and respect toward your space, you naturally restart the flow of abundance and harmony. True prosperity isn't about hoarding more things, it's about creating an environment where good energy can grow and circulate freely. A home that is open, clean, filled with light and life doesn't just feel better, it becomes the foundation for luck, health, emotional balance, and long-term success. If this video has helped you look at your home in a new light, I invite you to leave a comment below. Let me know what you've realized, and what change you feel called to make starting today. Your interaction not only fuels the energy of this community, but also affirms your own commitment to a more intentional, empowered way of living. And of course, don't forget to hit subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you never miss another video on Feng Shui, energy flow, and transforming your life, beginning right where you are. Thank you for being here. May your home always be filled with light, peace, and abundant blessings.